What's up everybody? Welcome back to the videos, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to jack up your 350Z. If you are new to the 350Z world or just new to the car world in general, this may be a little bit of a daunting task. This may be something that you don't know how to do, and it may seem self-explanatory. You can just jack it up anywhere, but unibody cars are very specific. They don't have frame rails and you can't just jack them up on the side anywhere and just put them up into the air. Otherwise, you're going to end up like many of those fail videos where the quarter panels just buckle and break and your floor pans just dent in because your jack's in the wrong spot. And so today I'm going to be teaching you exactly where you put your jack and your jack stands on your 350Z. So let's hop right into the video. Should be quick, fun, and easy. Let's go. All right, everybody, so I am going to show you everything you need to jack up your 350Z. You need 4 jack stands and 1 jack, and for mine, I've got 6 bricks to kind of make a ramp so that the jack can go under it because I don't have a super low jack. I've got some Craftsman branded jacks and jack stands. This equipment is very important to keeping you safe. So you do not want to skimp out and buy the cheapest jack stands that you can find on eBay, Alibaba, or even Harbor Freight. Don't skimp out. Buy the good stuff because it's you who's under the car and you don't want to get squished. So what we're going to do, we're going to get the car up on the ramps and I'm going to show you exactly where to jack the car up. So before we hop underneath the vehicle, I'm going to show this diagram right over here so that you guys know exactly where to jack up your car and where to put the jack stands, because when we're underneath the vehicle, I may not be able to give you the best angles and the best shots to show you, so I'm going to do my absolute best, but this diagram should help you out absolutely perfectly. All right, so I hope you can see it. It's gonna be those 2 circles right there. We're gonna put some red arrows and you guys will be good. Car's jacked up in the front to be super safe. You see I have a rock back here, and if you wanted to be extra safe, you could put another rock up there. You can use rocks, a brick, 2x6, 2x4, whatever you want, as long as the wheel is chucked off so it doesn't roll back while it's up on the jack stands. That's the most important part. Alright guys, so as you can see, I've got the jack stand a little farther inward than the diagram says to, and there's a good reason for that. Alright guys, so as you can see from the diagram versus where I put the jack stand is my jack stand is a little bit farther inside and it's not on the pinch weld like the diagram wants it to be. There's a good reason for that. The reason I don't use the pinch weld is because there's not a lot of surface area for that jack stand to sit properly. It can pinch the pinch weld and fold it over and really make it ugly. And also, the rail that we are using for the jack stand has a lot more surface area. It's just as strong, if not stronger. And I've even heard and talked to other professional mechanics about this, and they say that that is where they recommend to put the jack stand is on that inside rail. Now, this is where, Nissan versus the mechanics are gonna get into a little bit of trouble here, and that's why I wanted to provide that diagram for you. That way, you can make your own decision and decide which one you wanna use. I have been using the inside rail for my jack stands for probably about 5 years now since I've been working on my 350Z, and it's never been an issue. So, to me, it's very safe. Other people say it's very safe. And so you guys choose what you want to do, but that's the reason why I have my jack stand on the innermost rail of the car. What's really important is you want to really bring the car down slowly. Nothing about this process should be quick or fast or, running around. So that's what we're going to do. All right, everybody, so now you're gonna wanna jack up the car from the diff. We'll pull up the diagram again, and you'll see that the diff is actually one of the preferred jacking points. All right, everybody, and one quick tip, you just wanna make sure that you are jacking the car up from the diff, not the diff cover. Those are 2 very different things. The diff is the strongest point here, and we wanna be jacking the car from the diff. Don't do it on the diff cover or on any diff fins. Only the diff. So make sure that your jack is fully on the differential and not the differential cover. All right, everybody, if we go back and now look at the diagram, this is the spot where they want you to jack your car up from the rear. This is where the jack stands go. This is a really sturdy piece of steel right here, and so that's where your jack stand is going to go. Again, try to avoid the pinch welds if you can. It just looks bad, and truthfully, there's not a lot of surface area for that jack stand to safely hold the car up while you're underneath it. So use those sturdy metal points that I've showed you. Now that I can get underneath the car, I can show you what I mean by jacking the car from the diff. So this is the diff side of the differential. This is the diff cover. This is aluminum. You don't want to jack from this. So be sure, just like you see the jack, it's fully on the differential here, jack from the diff. This is what I mean. And one step that is super important once you've got the car up on all the jack stands is you're gonna wanna make sure that the car is stable on those jack stands. So I always kind of give the car a little bit of a bump, a little bit of a tap, make sure that it's not gonna fall on me or that it's unstable. All right, guys, and that's it. That's how you jack up your car so that you can start working on it. You can start installing your really cool mods that you just spent your money on. And that's it. It's super simple, super easy, but also it can be a little scary because you are lifting up your pride and joy up into the air. And frankly, it's up above your face and you are trusting these jack stands to hold this 2 tons, 3 tons of steel up above you. And so that's why it's super important to not skimp out on the safety equipment. Another tip that you can do, grab a spare tire, throw it underneath the vehicle. That way, if there is a tragedy of the vehicle, that wheel and tire are going to stop the car from falling on you. It just gives you a little extra safety net of protection there. And so that's what I'm gonna leave you with, guys. That's it for this week's video. Next week, you guys are gonna see me put coilovers on this 350Z. It's gonna be an awesome video, so don't miss it. I will see you in the next one. Peace out. Don't forget to like, comment, and definitely subscribe down below. I'll see you next week. Peace.